Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Yeah, mic check 1 2 1 2. The boys are back to business. Welcome back. This is episode.
Sorry. What's this one?
1 2 1. Dog, every time I have to cut that 1 2 1 2 out.
I mean, we're checking the mic. Isn't that how people check mics?
No, apparently that thing's all outdated. Like to share 1 2 1 2. You know when they grab the mic, they stop a whole event. They share 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5.
So how do we test the mics now if they're working?
No, but we tested the mics.
Already tested them.
Go straight into it.
Yeah, we're back though.
Say the Hyundai parked outside 53, please come and pick up your car. And there's a child waiting for you in front here. They said they lost their parents.
You remember in high school, like the principal on the intercom, please come to the office.
Where you called to the office.
And your heart just stops. Where it just looks, I mean, a couple of times. I wasn't that bad.
You see, grade 8. They barely called me, maybe once or twice, you know, for good things or something, and package, you know, or your parents have left you something, you know, or like just come and fetch this form and sign it.
Used to leave you things.
Like, for example, if she left the key or my sister came and left the key and they going like somewhere, whatever.
Yeah.
And then grade 10, 11, 12, yo, Fana. Whenever like in my class, whenever you hear the intercom go off,
you just know they're about to say Stefan. Stefan in
Dog, like there was 3 or 4 people they used to call, and not because we're just being naughty. It's just like that's. I feel like that's the only people they knew in the class.
Yeah.
So the whole class would turn and look at you, and then guess what?
Oh, they used to say Stefan and friends.
Nah, dog. They used to share. They look at you, and then when they called you, do you know what they do? Like, let's say they say, okay, sorry for the intercom disturbance. Would like to bring mang. And then they cut the intercom, say thank you. And everyone looks at you like, you made it, boys. Yeah. It's like, dude, you forgot one more name, Stefan Dikumana. Can you please also join?
Yeah.
Yo, when you get there, your heart is, you know.
Because you're the last one.
But you know what's crazy? About school, I realized most of the things you got in trouble for.
Yeah.
It wasn't hectic. It was just like, they didn't want you to stray far off and do things like that.
What type of things though went hectic?
Like, let's say, for example, you know, one time they called me to the office because I was playing with a calculator. Like, you know, when you say...
Playing with a calculator?
Look, 1 + 1 ne,
3
equals
or 4.
1. Equals 2, ne? And then you say answer plus 1.
Okay.
And it says 2. And you say equal. It continues going 3, 4, 5.
Right.
So a friend of mine would, when we're done, would be like, who can get to 100 first? So you start at the same time. So we're standing to the dog. We did some lousy thing which didn't need calculators, like English or, you know.
Yeah.
When you say equal, dog. Fana, the teacher came. You guys are using calculator showing answers. Fana, English, showing answers with calculators.
You know what I thought you were about to say?
What?
You used to type 3 or 4. You know 3 or 4 when you turn the calculator upside down. You know what does it say? Ho.
How? Live.
3 or 4.
Also, what is the boob and boobless?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are messed up. Dog. I've seen the bracket and then the...
Like, what the fuck?
Is it
you can also write boobs.
Is it like the bracket one where you show them?
Yeah, the titties.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo.
I know, guys.
But yo, like last week's episode was interesting, ne?
Yeah.
Hey,
look at you.
They were asking me about the episode.
Who was asking?
Just
when you are in the streets.
Yeah, when I was in the offices, not the streets, sir.
Hey, sorry.
Yeah.
For me, the Buster part was just like the most interesting.
Did you watch the pod?
Yeah, kinda.
I think this is the first pod we all went and we watched. Right.
Like, you know, I've realized one thing. Like each place where we put like the content out, I can tell you for a fact, not for a fact, but like I'm like sure most of the time. TikTok most of the time disagrees with us.
For real.
TikTok is built to sort of like y'all are saying nothing. That guy said a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, you saw that.
They only say those things in the comments. Yeah.
A whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
And then when you go to IG, it's like they know us a little bit more.
Yeah, IG, they've sort of gotten used to us.
So they shy us with the, I'm agreeing, I'm siding with this side, I'm doing this, this guy saying facts, whatever.
Yeah.
Go back to Twitter.
Twitter
is just built to disagree. Whether you say something that makes sense or not.
You know.
It's like
on Twitter, they be like, stop lying to each other, guys.
Nah, that time he's lying to himself.
Ew, bruh. But it's crazy to me, the guys on Twitter act like they would do something when they see you. Meanwhile, most of these guys are pussies, dog. Like, let's be honest.
Social media.
Damn.
Okay, so we go into it. Should we just get into the music?
I think people go on Twitter with like that sort of aggressive energy that like,
Rhea still wants to go into it.
I mean, you can start with music.
Yeah.
Now let's start with the music, man. Let's leave the, what do they call it?
The Twitter beefs.
The share.
The share.
Yeah, the meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I thought that Kabza dropped that part 1 of the 5 Skippers tape of his King of Amapiano.
Yeah, I think Kabza redeemed himself, dog.
Did
You
he?
think so?
After that EP, that EP wasn't it. I think here he's changing his style. It sounds a bit of like house influenced. You know, some songs, the one artwork sounds like there's a bit of house, and then there's Rekere, which is just like a belt and J.
Is that a new song?
Yeah, Rekere 2. No, Rekere is the name of the song.
Oh, yes.
I think also it goes back to that sound, that Pitori sound of like when you go toing, toing, toing
Yeah.
type of thing when the record is being pulled. I think that guy did part 1. Didn't Maestro do 1?
I'm not
Reke,
sure.
reke.
Oh, yeah.
And then, you know, that type of sound. So I think Kabza likes doing sequels for other people's songs. He's done sequels from Sholos. You remember back in the day, Piano Hub. He's done sequels for other songs. Like he drops 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So when I see 2, I feel like, did he really redeem himself?
I mean, it's much better than the EP is what I would say.
I feel
It
like
sounds way better.
the
and way
EP was
more
just like,
mature.
you can see even he was just experimenting. The cover looks like he's a taxi owner.
Yeah.
You know, like,
He was just testing shit out.
yeah, he was just experimenting. He wasn't expecting people to like jump on it immediately, you know?
Yeah.
Because I
But
believe,
how can't you when you Kabza, dog? You're the king of piano.
Doc, don't you think also Kabza himself, when he's sitting in the studio himself, he doesn't think he's losing the touch? As far as the audience is
I don't
concerned.
think it's losing the touch. I think it's, you know what
Losing
I'm
the
gonna
audience.
No, you know what I'm going to take it to?
What?
Maphorisa not being there.
Yeah.
Maphorisa
Doc, why
not
you
being
making,
there.
why you making
Maphorisa
Kabza
not
sound like he
being
has
there.
father issues and like
Nah,
Kabza is like,
dog,
Maphorisa is the
he
dad?
does make
Like,
it
we
sound
just
like,
can't discredit like the role that Maphorisa plays in Kabza's music.
Wait. What's the last big Pori song you've heard?
With who? With Kabza?
Pori. With just Pori himself. His last big one.
I know. I don't think
He's going
been-
the route of Focalistic, dog. Doing this thing of all over touring and like not dropping
Did you just
music.
compare Lord Pori and Focalistic?
Dog, don't you see the common trait, dog? When these niggas do, they enjoy too much of this touring. They forget the music, dog. Like Major League has gone so far off that if they don't bring international artists in the next tape, they've lost
What
us.
I was saying is that Kabza without Pori, you can hear there's something missing. You can just
Kabza,
feel it.
in general.
That, like there's something
Dog,
missing.
That song, didn't it also sound, it was in the same, that song with, is it Msaki or...
Yeah, that was
Nkosi-
Msaki,
yeah, but
yeah.
that don't slap.
You see,
Yeah,
think
it's a
about
good
it.
song, yeah.
That's like Asibeng Happy and that other song, which came out with Asibeng Happy. What's the other one?
Abalele.
Abale. That's the same thing without Pori.
Amifaku.
No, I'm saying
But
that's the
is
same
it-
product without
But
Pori.
is it gonna slap like Abalele? Is the question.
Ish.
You know what I mean? Is it
No,
gonna slap like
you're saying it's the
Abalele
same
with
product.
Pori?
It's the same product without Pori. So,
But
Kabza,
the quality,
it's
Is
the
it the-
same.
it's not the same.
And you know what's the crazy thing about this Kabza and Pori situation? It's like, who needs one more than the other? Like, I feel like Pori needs Kabza more.
Not right now.
Not right now.
At that time, yeah.
What? Okay, what does
Yeah,
it...
and when he was
Dog,
transitioning
when is
into,
the last time you've heard a Pori song which was slapping?
I mean,
before
every
this
time I
tour?
hear Madumani's verse, I'm like, damn, bars, bro. This guy's coming with the bars.
Dog, the only verse that
I
he
think-
like keeps on, that stands the test of time is literally Izolo.
Izolo.
What
Ah,
else?
that was the last. That was, I would say, that was the last.
Dog, you know how long that was?
That was last year.
Fana.
That was last year,
In
bro.
terms of piano, it's a while ago.
It's a while,
Okay, yeah,
dog.
yeah,
It's a whole calendar, bro.
Yeah, in terms of piano, we've kind
It's
of
a whole
forgotten about that.
365.
shit.
It's been a decade. Piano.
Yeah, piano's very quick. Hey,
It's
people
just
drop a lot.
Very, very quick. Dog.
So I'm just saying, like, dog, like, let's be honest, dog. The only reason why, like, Pori has had this grasp on piano is because he managed to include himself in the right groups. As
Yeah,
much
so-
as he drops, he also can do production,
right.
but he knows who to choose and who to run with. And Kabza has been the most, like the most evident person that he's needed to stick with so the piano community can accept him.
I guess now he's just like being a boss. You know, sort
Nah.
of like looking over Abu Felility.
I think like it's the era of the kids now. Like
Yeah. It's definitely
that's
definitely
why.
new energy.
So do you guys think Pori, Kabza, something so it, you know, all of the people who were there in
that
the
era is
beginning,
dying. That 2019 era.
yeah, do you think that they
Abu
paved, they
Shasha.
paved the way and now the kids are just
Yeah, they
dlaling
did.
what do they call them? Oh,
Mga,
yeah.
something like that. Mga, whatever.
Yeah.
Mgani. But so
The road, the streets.
also they pioneered the way, and then the kids are just
now
rocking.
Are just rocking now.
Like,
bro.
of course, something so you know that kind of voice of his which landed on piano. It was just
It
like,
fathered how many guys?
you see, even Amos right now,
So true.
Yeah.
you know, Dali Wong.
Ali Wonga.
Such Amos and that shoot a song. That's too much.
The music video they didn't play. I think that
Look,
that
the
could
song,
go.
They
That
didn't
one,
play around. And then they said video on top of
Izolo
that.
and that one were the most
Yeah,
like
one-
put like the quality of just like visuals.
Just the whole product from the song,
Listening
to
to
the visuals,
dog.
how it matches.
Piano is like they a lot of them don't listen to the verses and whatever, and they don't try to apply it into the music video so that it can translate.
Yeah, why?
A lot of them just
why
like
apply it when you can get CDJs,
Ah,
go to JoJo's,
Yeah.
get a
like
few
they try to
drinks.
apply it, but they apply it with common and like working methods that have been working for a while. Like get girls, make a groove, like put some famous cameos.
People were saying that Chico's dropping the music video too late for Nkhaotic because he just dropped it like yesterday or something, or the day before.
I saw.
Do you think it's too late?
Nah, doc. You see the type of
it
of
depends.
artist Chico is.
Yeah.
He's like branding. His branding is getting there. So the video will just like do what the song did for him.
And I think it sort of just like revives the song. Because I was tired
does.
of the song. When I saw that video, I wanted to play the song over and over again.
real.
Like
I
it
haven't
made
seen
it
the
made me
video.
go back to the it's a
How
dope
is it? Is
video.
it dope?
It's a very dope. It's a clean video.
Now
bro.
you see,
Like
House
very
party
clean.
shit.
House party, sort of like vibes. He's also in character. Like I like guys that know how to be in character when the camera is on, dog. He has that energy on him, you know, that like that
are you in character right now?
nah, I'm not on nah. I'm being me. But he's probably just being himself. Like I'm just saying that he has that star power on camera.
Yeah. No, I think that's what I wanted to say about the music video, that it has to be dope for it to revive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if it's just gonna be another lousy video, it's just gonna be like, dog, you should have just left it as is.
And they shot it a long time ago. That's the thing. I remember when there were snaps going around of like them shooting it like last year, November or something,
Yeah.
bro. Like pre-December type vibe.
That's crazy. They shot it in November and they're dropping it only now.
Yeah, I guess
It's
they
your
knew
people,
what.
Steph.
Huh?
It's your people.
Nah, dog. Is it not also like self-consciousness? Like,
Maybe
is it gonna
anxiety
sell? Is
and
it
all
going
these-
to?
But I'm not
get
gonna lie, like
vibes?
Chico's one of those guys that I just want to win. Just like the sound of his voice, dog, is just like pause. I know.
Yeah,
But-
I think, yeah.
Damn, bro.
But I'm just saying
that
that,
sounds
like-
like pillow talk.
Nah, it's just
the
like
sound of his
that's
voice.
why I had to pause. I had to pause.
You had to pause.
I had
You had to pause, or did he? Was
no,
it pause?
Didn't you know pause?
Oh, you had
You had to
to
pause
pause.
and reminisce.
And
Yeah,
just-
it's just like that like that style of 2014 that Drake fathered, dog. You know what I mean?
But I told you, what did I tell you though?
what
He has a big mountain to climb, dog. Your first big
you
song.
said he was gonna be a one-hit wonder. I remember.
And
you said that.
Where's the second hit?
Isn't he featured on Banyana Liki Bafana?
But
Bobby
like,
Cooper.
but like we all talk about like Bobby Cooper.
Like,
What
I
about
didn't-
this-
I didn't even know he's on that song.
Look,
What about the snippets that he's playing?
that song, dog. Didn't everyone not want him to drop the bells remix with his voice?
Nah, not that one.
Which one?
Haven't you heard any other snippets?
I've heard his songs. Remember when I had to go back and listen to the songs that he did with Calvin Momo, and they decent, but like
Yeah, on the Carnival Momo tape.
you see, but like
Come
still,
on.
you know, it's like it's decent for Calvin. It worked on Calvin's end. It didn't work on his end. Like people like Chico are people that need to brand themselves. They need to Musa Keys the game, dog. They need to
Right.
put their face on every verse that
Right.
everyone likes. You know,
Pella, Musa now is just growing legs, dog.
I'm fine. He's
Like
running.
in terms of his brand.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He's just growing legs. This motherfucker dog is just
Fine.
now
Musa
his
just knows
manager,
how to move correct.
just
eh?
now his manager's lolling there on the couch, dog. Just
Wait.
now
Yeah.
now.
When we were doing the
When we did
interview, he was like, "Yeah, this guy's my temporary manager. He's just
Yeah.
here just for now."
Dog.
No, but I
Like, does
think
this
Musa-
nigga know Drake? Does he know how to
Mara-
get
Can he
into the
take me
US?
to
Mara,
Drake?
think about
This
it.
guy-
Think about it. That guy was never gonna take him to where he is now.
Yeah,
But
it's,
don't
it's
you-
Tiamo
you-
doing it though?
He's doing the thing.
No, but
dog.
Tiamo knows how
T-Fake.
to make it, someone look
Yeah,
like
a
a star.
superstar.
Dog.
Nah,
Yes,
T-Fake
he
knows
knows-
his thing.
Dog,
You were
dog,
saying
it's
that
too much.
Black Coffee was apologizing to Tiamo through that tweet.
Yeah,
when you were
dog,
saying
I
Musa
think
Keys is a
you
star.
guys, you need to-
he was
you need
like,
to read
"I met
between
with
the
Tiamo
lines."
now." Yeah.
Wait, did
No,
Tiamo
he
look
didn't
like-
actually say that, but I'm just like, you insinuated that like Black
Yeah.
Coffee was sort of saying,
Dog, this is the industry, dog. Black Coffee knows his tweeting power. What he can, dog.
yeah.
Yeah, and he knows Tiamo's gonna say it, like obvious.
But I'm
like,
sure
yo,
they've
my
been
cheeks
over
are
it.
fine.
That's how they see it.
Yeah.
Like my, you know, slap on the other cheek, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but like, I feel like it's well deserved. Like Musa Keys, dog, he's just doing something else right now. And dog, I believe the industry was trying to block him off on some like, everyone thought it was an industry plan.
Nah.
They just didn't know what he was coming with.
How did you get the from where? Like, did you get those
like
vibes?
everyone was just like giving that Musa Keys is dope, but
He
he's not.
He was overlooked at a point.
Yeah, he's not a youngster. Nah, he's not a, because you know when you dabble in so many things at the same time, you never become a master of one trade.
Yeah.
You
I
get-
think it's because he wasn't always riding waves. He's always had his own thing going on. You know what I mean? He wasn't always like working with like the biggest guys that have the biggest song at the moment. He
But
always
like,
had his own thing. He sort of
you're
took
right.
his time.
He's been building his way.
Yeah, he had the hit song, right? What is it? Vulamlomo. And he
Wasn't it
didn't drop for
Samarian
like...
Boy?
Samarian
no,
Boy.
that was before.
That was before
Yeah,
Vulamlo.
and then you had Vulamlomo, which was like super smash, right?
Yeah.
And then he just took his time, dog. He
But let's
didn't
be honest,
rush.
all of his big
He didn't-
hits, except Vulamlomo, there have just been tracks that reached number 2, number 3. As
He
far as
didn't
piano.
really like go
Right. I
number
think
one,
that's
number
what
one.
he was saying.
Yeah.
But he has never been the it guy.
That's
this
what I'm saying.
entire
Everyone
time.
was just like
Yeah.
close off to the idea of Musa Keys being the next nigga.
Right.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, his wave. But I think that's what he was doing, building his
Yeah.
wave this entire time. He knew
Yeah,
what
he
he
played
was
it
doing.
very smart. He
I
did.
guess like he can, like right now, no one can actually claim that they put him on.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
thing.
like the
He-
non
he
co-signed
knew he
him.
wanted to try
Or even fuck with him. Dog, who can fuck with Musa right now, dog?
Dog, when you
brand wise, nobody, but
No,
music wise, a
as
lot
an-
of people
as a whole artist.
Okay,
dog.
yeah, as
No
a
one
whole,
can
yeah.
fuck
The
But
with
I'm
whole
saying a lot
package.
of people.
Mm.
Oh, I thought you were saying the other one. Because once you're at Musa Keys level, everyone wants to fuck with you.
True, true.
Like that's how fickle this industry can
No,
get.
he's saying like who's competing with him.
Yeah, there's no one who
Like,
can compete.
who-
I feel like no one wants to get on Musa Keys' bad side because they feel like, yo,
And he's just such a dope
Dog, he
guy.
can whip
dog.
out any. Nah, I don't think he's like.
Like for me, his
100%
personality
the
is
word.
just like he's such a nice guy. Like why would you wanna?
Nah, I don't.
Every
get-
time
don't
I
get
encounter him,
such
he's
nice
like-
guy vibes.
Yeah?
But
Really?
I don't get. Like I mean, he's okay, but it's just. Nah, the thing is, I want Hlangana with him there. JoJo's, yes.
nigga was like,
Right,
oh,
right,
don't
No,
right.
touch
obviously,
me.
no, obviously
My
you can't
velvet,
expect.
eh?
No,
My
you can't
chinchilla.
take your personal experience out of it.
But you
like-
just put, you used your
No, I'm just
personal
saying, like,
experience.
just
You're like,
like,
every
what do you
time
mean
I've
I must take
encountered
mine?
him.
I mean, dog, like I don't expect him to sort of like act like he knows me, but it's still a decent.
No, I'm not saying act like you know me, but if you know me, dog. Like why now acting like dog? I couldn't believe it, dog. Mate, dog, couldn't me like I'm a groupie. Dog.
He
I
shied
think-
you with, you want
that
the
hurt
picture.
you, ne?
Dog, it more than not even hurt. Dog,
Dog, you were there when we
revered
were
me.
doing the interview most.
Yeah, he was
Dog.
there.
So like,
Dog.
I don't guess the
on.
game.
Hlangana
Though. I
with
feel
him-
like you should know the game.
No,
by
I
now,
know
dog.
the game. but-
you know what?
but
Like,
I
when
didn't-
you
I
know
didn't
what?
expect
You
it
know
from
what? You know
Musa
what?
Because I thought he was a grand guy.
You know what,
Mm.
NK?
I
What?
see.
The moral of the story, you are just be closeted by Lady Do. Hey, dog. I know sometimes it gets you off guard, but you need to understand that's gonna happen, dog.
Nah,
Dog,
but-
me, you know what's the crazy thing? Every time I meet someone, like let's say a respected or well-known somebody, do you know what I share them with? All the time. Sometimes it backfires to me, but every time I share them with, nice to meet you for the first time.
Yeah.
And then guess what they say? Some few of them is like, yeah.
I know you.
And like I know you. So I check the waters with that.
Yeah.
If I just say, yo, remember last week, mfana, yo, you know that.
That means
Have you ever think that?
he was gonna rev me also. He was gonna say, "Nice to meet you." Just but dog,
Yeah,
just let
dog.
down
I
now.
do that to people which have the
where you're not
advantage
sure.
of acting like they can mice.
Yeah.
You
But
get,
me, I don't care, dog.
you get no. I'm like
I act like I know, like I already like, dog.
Nah,
I don't
dog.
like the idea of me starting from base one. Even if I met you
dog.
for the
I don't
first
need
time.
nothing from you, dog.
No,
I'm
still,
I'm just greeting you
It's just
to
like
be polite.
with anybody, with artists, with girls, with every. I just
I'm
act like
doing- I'm
I've
doing
known
that-
you for
no.
like a long time. Even
I
after
don't have
even
time
after
for
we
that,
just
bro.
met,
I don't have
because
time.
it scratches out like this experience of us getting to know each other. Just act like you know it. Boom, now you're like
You don't
friends.
get what I mean, dog.
What?
It's not meeting you for the first time. It's I've encountered you like 4 or 5 times. And we've had conversations. Like, for example,
What I'm saying is that-
I'm saying I encounter you at altitude and I bumped into you at Soweto. I bumped into you. I'm not going to try to. Okay, I'm not going to try to bring old conversation or try to make things
What I'm saying
like
is that-
seem like we're homies. Dog, I know we're not. So
I much rather pretend we are.
no.
I much rather pretend we are. Take the awkwardness out of the situation, Mfana.
Yeah, no, but it's tough one, dog.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know how the game, how it works. Like, I know people are going to be like that, especially when they're hot. So for me to not actually feel anything, I need to separate myself from the position.
To me, it's just so awkward, dog.
Yeah,
especially when you both know that, like deep down, you all know that you all know each other. And then that's awkward vibes,
I'm not you know what the things? I'm not the person acting like I don't know you. Yeah. I'm the person saying, even if we know each other, we don't have to act like we're friends.
I'd much rather act like
no, I hear what you're saying. And I've always been that guy, but I've started trying this one, that rare soul, man. Where you just talk like... Because I once saw some other time I went to go fix my laptop. This guy's like, hey, dog, long time. And I'm like, hey, must I tell him that?
Think about it though. When someone comes up to you and says long time, like, you don't really care. Like, you're not going to say to him, long time away. You're not gonna say long time when. I don't know you. You're not gonna say that. You're just gonna, oh yeah, long time, dog. You're just gonna play along with it.
Dog, me, I'm not that nigga.
Yeah, do you not happen? Do you not happen? That's what I've been shying now, and it works.
You say from where? You stop and say from where?
This so thing, ne?
Yeah.
Kuli pulls up with Ebiot. Kuli Chan. Not this one. The long time ago. Kuli pulls up with no ish. Like Kuli pulls up with Ebiot, ne? Situation. So Ebiot taps me up. Okay, we talk a little bit, and then Kuli stands next to me, and I can see, the bro is like, I don't know if he's waiting for me to, cause it's like shoulder to shoulder. So I'm like, yo, what's up? It's like, hey, bro, where do I know you from? I'm like, I don't know. Like, probably we've bumped into each other or something. And he's like, oh, okay, away talk. Being chilled, Rotman vibes, not trying to, no arrogance. Nah. The nigga comes after. A nigga which I don't know. I've never met for like above soap. He shies me with, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, how you don't remember me? I'm like,
they do that all the time.
Do you know that and this is the hood things, bro.
Yeah, they do that all the time.
And you know what he shies with? You don't remember me. What? When you thinking about it, you know he shies with? He looks on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
And he shies me, dog, you still don't remember. Dog, it's like he wanted to give you the peripheral so you can see you. Like,
he wants you to make up something.
To see the jawline or some shit like that.
Yeah. So you'd much rather keep it awkward, like, nah, I don't know.
Dog, I told him straight up. Dog, if I've met you, we never
keep it awkward. You, dog, I've seen you in social spaces. You're not awkward for shit.
Dog, I just say what I think.
Someone will say, yo, Steph's gonna come and say, yo, bro, how you? Away, you good? You nice? Away. When did you get here, dog?
Yeah.
That's the...
No, but Steph definitely gives people like the time of day.
Yeah.
Like people will come up to you and you'll be like, you listen to the whole life story. Yeah, my dad died and I'm trying music. And dog, I don't have the patience for that shit. Dog, I'm like, away.
In mid-range. Dog, I felt sorry for Steph, man.
Dog, niggas will just talk to you for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Dog, giving you the whole life story.
Dog, me, I can't be like, as far as just like encountering people, I can't be inhumane. Like, yeah, sharp, then walk away. Because I feel like something in me feels weird, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just like, after somebody says, yo, I'm trying music, I'm fine. I was like, don't try, do it. Away, dog, sure, dog. Away, you got it, and we leave. But like in general, like I don't try to make people remember me, dog. I don't care about that. Like,
let's get into it, niggas.
So 5 skippers piano.
Get into it.
5 skippers piano, dog. Did we talk about it?
Yeah, we
just broke it down. Kabza.
Done.
Why are you calling it for? Oh, because of the hair.
Yeah.
That's not what it's called. You're going to confuse the people. They're going to be like 5 skippers. What is 5 skippers?
I'm not make sure, eh? I'm not make sure. That video, dog, have you seen that video? I'm not make sure.
Hey. Dog, everybody knows
did you see that video, Rare?
What?
Of Makazi.
Nah,
Fana, did you not see?
What happened?
Makazi tried to do some color rate work. Fana, so that bro went in, but was bumping her, hitting it.
She bumped some song and nigga who's not gonna.
And that bro said Master KG.
Guys, just chilling your Ferrari.
Yeah, hey, man.
That guy was like bumping her. She was even walking. Was hi, still going, bro. On some Jamaican shit.
Look like what you said. Look like those Jamaican niggas. You know those niggas who give another thing like this. This is the store.
They hump each other, my boy.
They
on the dance floor. Yo, you might as well suck the nigga's dick, dog.
They climb on the ass. Like, have you seen the one where he takes her up the tree?
Does he not jump across on top of a car to jump on her on the floor? Or she twerks on you. She like literally does a split on you.
Dog, one night, you see if a girl vibes with those guys, forget it.
Jamaican niggas.
Dog, if that's what they doing at the group, what the fuck is he doing to your girl?
Jamaican niggas are like the freakiest niggas, dog. They need to be stopped, them. I honestly, dog. They be doing the weirdest shit, okay? I know, they need to be stopped.
Up in a tree, dog. I couldn't believe it, bro.
And they're doing it on the tree.
Dog, they picked her up like he picked her up like this on the train.
Nkhaotic has always given those vibes though.
Yeah, with those backflips she
Yeah,
does.
no,
The
she
girls
is.
was just laying the Nkhaotic there. I can't believe it, bro.
Dog, Nkhaotic does give like, hey man.
Oh,
So those
she
back-
probably saw it from Coily Ray, ne?
Or like, dog,
Probably.
yeah, no,
You
that's
saw that Shani is trending, ne?
Yeah.
that singer thing.
Yeah, Mara.
Yeah, dog. I think we can get into the hectic stuff. Like as far as music is concerned, like, okay, Foca was on a billboard. Yeah.
We don't care about that. Like, fuck Focalistic. What are we talking about?
Ah, dog. Dog, he needs to keep like the bias.
What's up with you? I thought you fine with Letaba.
Nah, fuck him.
You still back there.
Nah, I mean, like,
Salida.
dog, like, I'm not impressed. Like, with anything
Dog,
that he's doing.
that's a US
What do you
billboard.
mean you're not impressed?
He's
Weren't
nothing.
you bringing him up just now?
When what happened?
The UK tour. I'm not UK.
Nah, he brought him up. I was just like, oh, okay. Dope. Big ups.
Dog, you still touched.
Yes, nigga.
Dog, your hair's fixed. It's
Nah,
nice.
Dog,
fuck
you
all
ever,
that shit.
you know, you did your hair.
I don't care, dog.
You looking.
Dog, like, there's certain people that are just, if my name, like, it's not even a name. If you just came at me with like some other weird vibe, like, I don't give a fuck, dog. Like, it's forever. You can be President Cyril Ramaphosa, Mfana. You can be the biggest artist on the continent, bro.
So you're gonna hold a grudge and do nothing about it.
Do nothing. Why not just wait and see, dog? Like, I don't let
wow.
shit go, bro. I don't let shit go, dog.
Dog, we all know Red. Dog, even when he meets his
Steph.
ops, he's like, yo!
Yeah, you know, he's like, yo, dog, long time no see.
No, you're
I
living
missed you, man.
You're living seeing me meeting ops.
Dog.
Wait until I run into the queen bee.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna start
make a
doing.
busy-
What is he gonna do? Is he
I'm
gonna
gonna
start doing
send-
high? Do you know the
I'm
dance move
gonna
high?
send dogs at her.
Eh?
I'm gonna send dogs.
What dogs?
Like
And let me not incriminate myself, but just know that there'll be trouble coming your way, queen. Serious trouble. Dog, listen, I'm never gonna forget, dog. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be 20 years older than now. 40 something. Like,
And you're still gonna be thinking about.
I'm still
dog,
gonna-
How old is Bonang gonna be there? Bro? She's gonna be a coco by then.
I don't give a fuck.
Dog, all I
You
see
tried
is
to
Senzo
end me.
Mayua case coming here.
You tried to end me. You tried to end me.
Yo.
I can never forget that.
All I see is a Senzo
You
Mayua
tried
case
to
coming.
end me. I still
You
think
tried to
about
end
that
her,
shit,
dog.
girl.
Dog, but think about it. Both of y'all tried to end each other.
Yeah, dog.
You just
that's
had
like I
your
said, you know what
chance.
it is. It's,
I don't give a fuck.
You both had a chance.
Now I feel like it sort of like it fires me up inside knowing that I have enemies, you know?
It's
Like
feel
it
good.
makes me wanna, it's a fire, dog. Makes me wanna,
Speaking of
prove
enemies,
something.
dog.
what?
Like me, let's even wait for the camera to go.
Yeah, you're
on,
creating enemies with people now, Steph. Yeah, let's
Creating.
let us, Steph.
dog. Creating, bruh. More like people which don't have like anything to do with their lives, bruh. Yeah, so dog. So like, wait, we dropped the episode last week about like how Flvme, you know, and the Kitini situation is, right?
No, you're the one that said
We
slimes,
dropped.
chief.
We dropped. No, we dropped. We dropped, ne?
Yeah.
Right. This is beyond me, Rhea or NK. We
Yeah.
dropped that episode.
Sure.
So in that episode, I was calling out what's really going on.
Yeah.
Flvme and what's this bro's name? Kitini
Kitini.
are in the same boat. And the Slams are the only ones which are helping Flvme to fight this fight. Kitini has Ambitious. And dog, does even Ambitious have a fan base, dog? It's like everyone that goes in the comment section just goes there. When Ambitious does something right, they're like, pays Java. Like, just pay the artist.
Dog, I think we're all ambitious fans, bro.
No, we
I mean, let's not
would-
digress
we
on the
would-
point.
Let me not
no.
say
We would
fans,
like
but
to
maybe
see
we-
what Ambitious can come
But
with
we
next.
like their work, though.
Yeah.
Most definitely, we like their work.
Yeah, but they haven't been doing much work lately. And whatever they drop lately doesn't like stick. But what I'm saying is, okay, sure. So Kitini has Ambitious fans and Flvme has Slimes. So we could see it's evident that Kitini is going to lose the conversation. So I'm just bringing back to forget what the Slimes say, dog.
Yeah.
Music-wise, they both can diss each other.
Yeah.
Flvme mustn't have a big head and thinking, you know, he won the SA Hip Hop
Sure.
Awards and it's like amazing. So that, ne? And then when I go on social media, ne?
On Twitter, the devil's playground,
Yeah.
the infamous Twitter.
Hey, okay. So when I go on social media, I see tags. And like, let me read it. Dog, who still has it on the phone? Because I had to delete it. I was just like, you know what? This kids.
Nah, I didn't have.
You have it on your phone. You can read it.
Only
Like
thing
the-
I have on my phone is
Should
the
I read
Rasta
it?
Shine.
Yeah, just read it. Or we'll have to talk about that one. That's crazy.
Okay, so you posted this in the group, right?
I was like, yeah.
This is from
Twitter.
This is from Twitter, right?
What's that?
He's at this Botlhale Matabuche. By the way, can I just state the fact that his surname is Matabuche, right? And Aries' surname is Matabuche. So I think this is
Nah,
what?
dog, Twitter, dog. Come on, bro.
This is Twitter.
This is some
What did he say?
Dog,
This is
I'm still
Flvme,
there,
dog. You
man,
thought it's
bro.
Flvme,
Dog,
dog.
sorry, man.
So you think Flvme and
it's Botlhale.
Aries are related?
So you think it's family?
Yeah, because I think they're brothers. I think it's his younger brother.
Okay, yeah. Like,
Because the way he's on his dick, like
Okay,
you can only be his brother to be on his dick this much.
dog. Like you see Focalistic's brother. Yo, mfana, this guy would write a whole comment in the comment section. I'm looking at this boy. I'm like, dog, get a career, do something. And then guess what he does? He deletes it after an hour. It's like, make up your mind. Are you angry?
Yeah, so this Botlhale Matabuche guy, so he's like, lol, this clown at Steph has had a lot to say. Your co-host, this is what pisses me off, right?
Okay. So wait. Let's just say this. This nigga is mad at me, but he has nothing to say about me, like besides clown.
Let me just finish reading it and then we'll come back.
Hear
So
what
he
he
says,
says.
lol, this clown at Steph has had a lot to say. Your co-host literally obsesses over the fact that he's a pedophile. He has admitted that he would have sex with 17-year-old girls at his big age. Yet your main concern is discussing Reese fans. You have no shame. Then he says, that podcast has been trying so hard to get a reaction from slimes. Every week, those two weirdos have something negative to say about Reese or his fans. We kept it cool for a while, but did they really want to smoke? And then he's like, Popcast thought they knew what they were doing when Speedster, Cosmo, and Scoop would talk down on slimes. Today they are struggling to even push 10K views per episode. We humbled them. Tell this clown at Steph to pick his battles wisely.
Fana,
We'll destroy him.
Fana, when I saw pick your battles wisely, I'm like, this boy wants to see a movie now.
He wants to see a bioscope.
He wants to see talking. Fana, anytime when you tell somebody pick your thing wisely, you're telling them, Fana, do you want to do this because I can finish you? And that's the biggest insult.
Do you know what's crazy? Like I saw some other guy was in the comments. Like who is that? You know, because they always pompa each other. Like who are you talking about? Then he was like, yeah, you know, that guy on that podcast. And then he's like, we must put hands on, you know what? He said you must put hands on that guy. You know what I did after?
What?
I sent them a DM. I'm like, here's my WhatsApp number. Call me or FaceTime me and to say the same thing that you said you were tweeting. They didn't get back to me.
Nothing.
Because they're bitches.
Fana, I'm seeing even in the comment section
like,
retweets and likes in that tweet. I'm seeing people which like, pick me up, yo, I'm such a fan of what you do. I'm like in that same thing, liking. I'm like, these boys are fickle. They don't even understand. In your own what organization? In your own.
For me, what's crazy?
These moles. These fake people. These rats.
For me, what's crazy is like this guy's mad at you for what you said.
Okay, yeah.
And then he brings me.
Let's go into that. Okay, Sha. Okay, Rhea. You didn't have no business catching that smoke.
Dog, let me just say this.
Rhea catches smoke.
Dog, Rhea's like just sitting there. You know.
Like, what did I do? Like, let me just say this, dog. Like, I'll beat this kid's ass, dog. I'll beat your ass. But Charlie, dog, one-on-one, I will beat you to a pulp. That's a fact, dog. Like, dog, people haven't understood the fact that I will say and do whatever the fuck I want, dog. It's been over a year of us doing this pod. I always come back here and I'll speak freely. I don't care who the fuck I'm offending. I don't care what group you have. I don't care what fan base you have.
What groupie?
I don't care what level of raps you are. If I'm not impressed with something, and it's been that way from the beginning until now, and it's never gonna change, dog. If you don't like the pod, don't fucking tune in. This nigga watches every fucking episode, but you hate us. Like, what are you doing?
The heading of the thing had nothing. Our slimes or like Aries. I'm like, this nigga said, okay, fine. I'm gonna tune into this whole thing to find one problem that I don't like.
Right.
Like, and then make a whole fuss about it.
Dog, I'm still gonna roast Aries, bro.
When it's true. When it's true. And then, funny thing, I saw that comment by that Uber Eats girl. I wasn't the only one. I'm like, how?
Is that what she said?
Yeah, I'm like, come on, boy.
Dog, like girls, girls are funny because like I sort of look at them and I'm like, you are innocent. You don't have to worry about anything.
Like,
the nigga is the one that will beat his ass.
You're not a problem. Like you're doing your job. You're commentating on the game. Like like it's cool. We don't have an issue with you. We have people when people think that there are some elite league of what? Mfana, this boy is... Okay, let me break it down. So this brother, I see these comments, ne? I'm like, okay, let me reply back to this guy. And like, but I was like, give him the benefit, dog.
It wasn't worthy of a response.
And I was like, come on
Twitter.
Root Slimes.
He doesn't have a profile
V
picture.
From Vendetta,
He's hiding himself.
Dog,
Like,
you know us, dog.
This is probably a kid, dog. He's probably an 18-year-old, 17-year-old kid, dog.
He bumps into you, he can say rare. And you can say account for what you said.
I will never know who you are, bro.
Blackster, I can bump into you. Like, account for what you said.
You know, that's my problem with people on Twitter, bro.
Account for what you said. Sure. Now you build hype over this sheep mentality, this fear, this group mentality. Like, dog, let me start with Aries, ne? Y'all niggas are gonna hate this. So, Aries, ne, has a fan base, right? Which is strong, diehard, which was built over Aries being screwed over. That has like turned toxic throughout the years because of people thinking that they're defending Aries. But all they're defending is their insecurities. They're no one in life. They're not doing nothing in their lives. Think about it.
It's deep.
Like for me, you can shout at me, you can blame me, you can say, yo, Steph, you failed in 1, 2, 3. What have you done? Like your biggest achievement is dick riding another nigga. Think about it. Also, the other thing about you dick riding another nigga is like, okay, when you like unfortunately leave this world, like what are you gonna leave this kid? Twitter handles. Like you're gonna pass down Twitter handles.
That's my
you're gonna pass
with...
down your dog. We are trying to do something for SA music. What are you doing?
But you know what's my biggest issue with Twitter people, dog? Is like I will never know who they are in real life. That's what hurts me the most, dog.
Because they're not doing
like,
anything in real life. You will see
me and know that's rare, but I won't know who you are. So I can't approach you with the same energy. I promise you, if I knew you, I would walk up straight to you and be like, repeat what you were saying on Twitter. What what happened with Twitter last year with like this whole Bonai thing, it has made these niggas think that like it's just okay to just tweet anything about the SM niggas, dog. Me, I'm telling you, bro.
Dog, this year of Suzanne, you see the year of Suzanne.
Suzanne, what?
Suzanne. Because everyone just be throwing lawsuits, bro.
Dog, we started the lawsuit thread, like, let's be honest. Like, lawsuits is just flying everywhere right now.
Nah, man. Let me tool before I get 500K. Like, yeah. Don't say anything before you get sued. But people don't...
Everyone, dog, all of that goes out the window when you offend. And that's what you're saying. With it become toxic, it's kind of turned on itself. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying, look at it. I'm saying that look, Aries himself, he's held hostage by his own fans, bruh. Think about it. Nigga wakes up, he's fighting with Aries because of some slime. He's fighting with Nasty C. He's fighting with MT. Some slime says to MT, hey, you work, you're not better than Aries. Because themselves, they can't big up themselves. They're not, what you call, what's this word called again? They're not betting on themselves. They're not betting on Smang Mang. They're not betting on Root Slime. They're not betting on their life. They're not betting on their aspirations.
His Twitter name is Root Slime.
They're not betting on them. Like they're not putting themselves on. They're not saying, yo, dog, trust yourself, dog. They're not trusting themselves. Do you know what they're doing? They're taking all of that and they're saying, okay, Aries. And then guess what? Some person says, MT wakes up tomorrow and says, yay, I'm the greatest ad-lipper in the country. I'm the greatest hook master. Yeah. And then guess what? MT is one of the best.
The slimes are crazy.
Look, MT is the best, one of the best people with hooks in SA, dog. SA hip hop. And guess who? First comment section. You're not better than Aries. Dog, Aries now has to fight with MT, his homie, because of you.
Dog, I'm convinced that slimes actually just like leave Aries' music on repeat without actually like listening to the song. Like just to run up the streams. That type of fan base where it's just they are crazy.
What's called those
stream farms. Yeah.
So I'm saying that they...
Yeah, dog, you're actually right, dog.
They do that. They're crazy, those motherfuckers, dog.
Dog, I'm saying, dog. Okay.
Wait, now can I ask? Sorry, I just thought of something. Do you think that they love Aries that much, or do they love?
Dog, they only love.
Slime?
Dog, I've seen them at shows. Let me tell you, I've seen these niggas at shows. They only get excited when Meanwhile and I Need You drops. It's that song and it's like 2 hours, dog. Other than that, they're just like standing there, not even knowing the lyrics. But the streams are going up for all the other songs,
maybe
dog.
They're more infatuated with being a slime and being a follower of someone than actually like...
It's like a cult,
It's a
like
thing of it's being lonely and looking for a cause. No. It's being lonely and looking for a cause to put yourself, to say you are a part of something. You are part of a group.
movement.
You're looking for, you're longing for being involved in
Dog,
somebody.
We kill
Like-
podcasts.
You see?
Dog, I don't care about, like, we don't care about being accepted in this whole thing, bro. Like, we've clearly shown it, dog. Like,
Dog.
in the past, yeah, like, we don't give a fuck, dog. We'll still say whatever the fuck we want. So even, like, people don't realize that as much as slimes want to be slimes, we are like our own slimes.
Fana,
You know what I mean?
let them tell, like, Fana, like, also me, I was like,
That's true.
Okay,
dog.
okay.
We are our own slimes, dog.
What do you mean?
We are own
We're coming with that
Aries.
energy too. If it's fuck you, then it's fuck you, bitch. Let's find it out.
Be at the end,
Straight up. This is war, gentlemen.
So, okay, sharp. They're longing for to be a part of something,
Right.
and they're not betting on themselves. Secondly, Aries needs to fight with everyone in the industry and needs to always like. Why I say he's held hostage by his own audience or fan base is because one, they're starting fights and things for no good reason, just to say Aries is the best. Dog, if Aries is the best, he's the best. He doesn't need to fight about it. Secondly, they be going on tangents and like, what you call, spamming other artists and like holding artists hostage and making things, dog, if you do that, dog, that just shows how much you do not believe in the talent and you just believe in this crowd mentality. You know what I mean? It's like, if you really think that guy is the best nigga, dog, why do you have to all go in like, you have to go in all comment sections and say, Aries is the best? Okay, that's being a fan. Thirdly, dog, like this niggas, as far as just like with themselves, dog, like I looked at it as when they were saying they finished Popcast and like they finished.
Yeah,
They think they're the ones for
And that
that.
one killed me,
Let
dog.
me-
let me tell you what finished Popcast for real.
It's themselves, dog.
Dog.
It's internal matters. Y'all don't even know shit, bruh.
First of all, it's okay. Popcast was popping because they're one of the first to do it at early stages.
At that time. And it was familiar faces all together.
Also, dog, did you see the time period it came out? We're all at home.
Yeah, we're all
We
chilling
had
at the
nothing
crib,
to
yeah.
do.
Before even that, dog.
But it came out
And
before the lockdown.
For real.
Yeah, way before. Do you know what's the crazy thing? Is Popcast, once you start having more realer shows or things to watch, more real and less, industry friendly, that's when people start tuning out from you. They move from this guy. When Mac G is doing his shit, when we're doing our stuff, when Slick Talk is doing whatever, when other people are doing whatever, it makes Popcast look irrelevant
what's the
to
point-
society.
What's the
dog.
point of being on the internet if you're still gonna dick right the industry, bruh? Like, think about it. You on the internet. This is where we express ourselves freely.
This is our
and
escape.
these guys always want to come at us for expressing ourselves freely. Like, that's the whole point
But
of
that's
us
what,
being on the internet. We're not on radio. We're not on TV. We get to say whatever the fuck we want.
you see?
Bukali, you motherfucker.
And he's not smart that time. Dog, so Popcast, first of all, just being real was a problem because everyone else came with more realer stuff and it kicked them out. Secondly, content. The minute I started seeing they made a whole topic about Doritos. But like, the truth is so spicy. Like this week, how many did you have this
those
week?
sponsorships are so weak.
I was like, yo. But now they're losing the plot, dog. When you make a
let's
whole...
think about it. Even McGee's getting captured these days. Like, let's be honest about it, guys.
With which, or like, with the
DSTV.
bands.
DSTV, we see it. I'm a show Max, sliding them in. They're slowly but surely going that route of just
But
like.
I don't think he's changing his content. I don't see the
But,
change
like,
in
don't you
content.
think-
This is how it starts, though. I'm
Yeah.
telling
Starts like
you,
that,
once the
dog.
back start flowing, dog, you're gonna be under NASPAs and them, and it's just gonna be like controlling you,
Eish.
bruh.
And when they've got files on you, dog, you'll see that's when it will be evident.
But why do you think
it's
Stoll is
captured.
getting all these Sesfigile jobs and all these other things? And it's just like
Captured.
capture,
McGee's
dog.
captured, guys. It's not a phrase you guys think.
But I state capture, dog. Trust me, those guys, they definitely want to regulate what's going on right now.
Of course.
And they see that, okay, they have no peace in this. How can we do this?
They're too free.
Let's
We are
just-
too free.
Let's just get closer to these guys till we catch them slipping. And then when we have something on them.
And what's the best way to enslave somebody? Is to pay him. You know what I mean?
That's true.
To put you in your pockets.
Yeah.
Because you must understand.
They're putting them
when you-
in their pockets
but-
now.
but
dog.
here's
when you
my
have a big audience like that, the worst thing you could ever have is the desire that audience should equate to money.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Monetization.
Yeah,
Sure.
expecting that when you didn't put things in place for that.
Yeah.
So that's when they capture you. They say, okay, mfana, everyone knows you, but you're still catching a taxi.
Because YouTube money
Everyone
will,
knows you, but you're still walking hill, bro.
because
Yeah.
YouTube money will never
Ah,
like
boys,
amount to the
come on.
fact that
Then they
Like, you're like the most, dog. You're like famous, dog.
Then-
Like, everybody, dog, from 10-year-old kids to like 5-year-old kids to teenagers to grown-ass people to grandmas. Dog, my mom was once like, dinner run girls would make G. That's when I knew that I was like,
it's going too
I
much.
know.
It's too much.
Like, you're like way too famous. Like, to not be securing at least like 2 M's a month, dog.
That's what I'm saying. Then they induct you into that lifestyle and they realize you can't keep up. What you gotta do?
That's why they
You have to take
DJing
the
and
bags.
shit and like
You have to take the bags.
they're DJing and on the road and stuff.
Nah,
Because
but I
it's
think
like
they always wanted to do that.
they're grabbing every bag though.
That-
It just shows
At
that
this
like
point, I think they living their lives to the fullest. Dog.
nah,
But
they
think
trying
about
to
it.
grab every
Think
bag.
about it.
Dog.
You
Long
think-
hanging
you
fruit.
think-
Dog, DJing is a long hanging fruit, dog. Playing music.
But they've always DJ'd.
But I'm saying,
They've always DJ'd.
Okay,
far-
Sol has always been a producer too. I know that.
and he's
yeah,
also
no.
produced.
Oh no, also
Who, Meg G?
McG's been
He's a
dropping.
producer and
music.
shit too.
Yeah,
Both
back
of
then
them.
with Abo Shimza,
Oh.
they used to drop
So what
music.
I'm saying is, it's like a rejuvenation, dog.
I
But I'm
guess.
just saying, dog, you see, with people which pioneer the way, a lot of the time they don't get to reap the benefits.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So they mustn't fall in that trap whereby,
So what you saying? They must pioneer and be broke.
nah,
Is that
they
what
should
you-
pioneer and make
that's
sure.
what I'm
Because you
hearing.
know the way they grab you, the industry grabs you with money, dog. So
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
must make sure they have a way to be self-sufficient as far as their money is concerned. You know, dog, when they talk about sponsors, we also know what it is, dog.
What actually goes down.
You get what I mean? We know, dog, what you have to be doing and who you have
You
to
know,
be
dog,
to
when
get
you
the
have,
bag.
But when you have sponsors, you have to water down your content, dog.
Yeah.
So this is
You just
goes
have to
back
not
to
dumb yourself down.
this goes back to Doritos being a topic. On this
Yeah, Doritos
Yes.
podcast.
You see? So now, realness,
R.I.P.
content.
DJ Dimples though, dog.
Yeah, no, shout out to him. He's
Because it was his brand
Yeah.
initially.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
No, but he's done his part. He wasn't on air, so
Yeah.
there's nothing. Secondly, the cast. It was a, let's say, all-star type of cast, you know?
Sure.
Speedster would go off just like tantrums and just say things which are wild.
But I feel like Speedster was the realest.
Yeah.
though.
Now when I look back,
Speedster was the realest. He was giving it up, dog.
you see?
no,
Scoop-
not necessarily. Like I guess yes, realist because there was times where he would just go off and say something that doesn't make sense to the topic. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But at the larger scheme of things, when
He
you
was
look at it-
the
and-
clue.
Yeah, and most of the time I didn't like him.
You see,
Honestly.
every
But
time you
when
watch
I
something, you wanna tune in because you don't like somebody.
Right.
You wanna find a villain and a hero.
Because also he sparked conversations and he made me challenge my
Yeah,
thinking on
and
which
what you- yeah.
actually, do I really like Nasty C? Or
Sure.
do I really not like Nasty C? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Because what
yeah, yeah.
Skeeter said, yeah, it's just trash.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But then I go back and think, is it really trash?
You
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel it lost. And that's what you're
Yeah.
saying. If Slick Talk, Mac G, us, all of these
Our
other
big men.
podcasts. You know what I'm
Intern.
saying?
So I'm saying, you see, once they lost that the anchors of it, Scoop with the knowledge.
Yeah.
Eish.
You
Dog, let's be honest though. Scoop
Eish.
is too much of a cut that out. I don't want people to. That's why I was just like, fucking me, I'm gonna expose you, dog. Because he's just too much of a. He's just too much of a. I don't want people to know this. I want to tell you a secret behind the scenes. I don't want to just cut that out. I was like, fucking me, I'm gonna say that Scoop told us right now. You know what I mean? He's too much of a censored guy, bro.
I don't believe it.
No, but like honestly, though, like you know it, dog. Dog, he's too much of a.
Yeah, he
of a,
did.
cut shit
Dog,
out.
he did tell us
Don't
to
say
cut
that
out
too much. You
the
know.
Nasty C thing.
The AKA part
The
2.
AKA part also.
Come on, bruh.
So
I'm tired of that shit. I will cut shit out. No, we here in the internet, chief.
So
Ain't no cutting out nothing.
But
You're
you
gonna
gotta,
blast it on air. Catch lawsuit if we have to. Honestly.
no, but you gotta admit that he was the knowledge
Running
in the
them
whole
up.
crew.
Not even
He
the
was the what?
knowledge.
He was the knowledge as far
Yeah.
as just like
Yeah.
take it back to things that make sense with the past.
Because
Okay, yeah.
Because you
Okay.
know,
How
he's
many
like
times-
he was some sort of encyclopedia. He was a nota. He was a nota of the good side. You know, nota
Yeah.
is just like of
he was the good cop.
He was the good cop.
Yeah, he was the
Nota
good-
wants violence.
But
you know?
what I didn't like about Scoop is that he can be the good cop on camera, but behind the scenes he's sort of like a bad cop.
Ish.
Ish.
Because that
So
pissed me off.
dog,
I don't like
Is
that,
it
dog.
bad cop that he
And me, I
just...
fuck with
No,
Scoop.
no,
Don't
no,
get
no,
me
no,
wrong.
no.
Like, I
Is
like
he
the
a bad
guy.
cop just because he feels like he wants to disclose things to you?
No.
Because at the heart of the moment, he wants to tell you who's doing
then
drugs.
don't say it at all then. Don't say it at all then. Keep it to yourself. Like you didn't have to tell us all of that.
Dog, but you...
I
Don't
mean,
you think
people,
you're being
be
a scoop
yourself.
though?
Be yourself.
Because he's telling you this thing off camera, you saying it on camera when he's not around. So he's kind of
as we bring it
telling
to
it off
light.
camera when he's off camera, but when you're on camera, you're saying it.
I mean, if you want things to come to light, slide in my DMs.
Musa Kaula vibes.
It was like a vibes.
Slide in my
No,
DMs.
but you know what I think with Scoop, what I liked about him is he was very honest too. and even in how he was feeling. With him here, I was led with a lot of, because sometimes
Yeah,
he'd
no,
say something and then you'd
Scoop
be like,
is a
no, but I
chakra
actually
hand.
have to go back.
Scoop is a chakra hand.
Yeah, like chakra dude. What do they call them? Chakra
Yeah,
proof.
I wanted to agree, but yo, it's just
No, but like no. You must understand. I'm looking at the
You were
good
telling me
qualities
he
of.
blames his personality traits on like signs, star signs. Like, no, guys, it's because I'm a Leo.
No,
It's because
but
I'm a
looking
Pisces.
at
That's
the
why I
good-
said. That's why I told Rhea
I'm
that.
looking at the. Aye,
Pisces.
Baba, Pisces don't be doing that, poison. What are you saying?
Dog, I hate when girls do that shit, dog. I dumped you because I'm a Scorpio. You know, I was just.
Yo, we're not compatible in the
We're
star
not
sign
compatible
books.
in the star sign.
I'm
It doesn't
saying,
make sense.
as far as just this thing's concerned, like Scoop, as far as the Chakrahan chat, it's because he had that Zen thing about him.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Sure.
So even when he says things, he doesn't want to evoke. It doesn't come from an emotional perspective. He always wants to come from a wise, older perspective. I've seen it all. I've done it all. You get what I mean? So they
Who
lost
else
that.
is on the show? The other ones are irrelevant. They don't
You guys
matter.
forgot
They
Miss
lost-
Cosmo.
Boys.
Miss
I
Cosmo
feel
is
like
boring
Miss
as fuck,
No,
dog.
I
What?
feel like Miss Cosmo was just presenting another YFM job. Or
Yeah, she
something
was just
like that.
presenting
on
that
the
one.
job, ne?
She didn't give an
Yeah.
opinion. She was just way too safe. Like, even the others, like VG. Like, who the fuck remembers VG, dog? You guys remember any of VG's opinions on anything?
I
He
just
doesn't even
remember,
have an opinion.
the golden era of hip hop. With
Yeah, he
VG
was
in
part of
it.
hip hop. Who else was there?
This guy.
It was the four of them,
VG,
ne?
yeah, VG.
It was Miss Cosmo, VG, Scoop, and
Yeah.
Speedster.
Yeah, it was the four.
And then they lost Speedster.
And
Then
then
they lost
Speedster
Scoop.
left.
And then
Yeah, and then
Scoop
Scoop
said, you know
left,
what?
yeah.
And then they brought
Scoop
Sipo.
dipped after I put him on blast. I was like, I can't deal with
Yeah,
this shit
like,
anymore.
nah.
Sipo, is it Sipo?
Yeah, the guy from Microwave Boys.
He only came later on, and by then it was too late.
Dog,
Yeah.
I've not even watched one episode.
You
see, I
can
don't
never
even know the
save.
bro's
He
name.
thought he thought you could save Popcast. You, Sipo. Come the fuck on.
What's his
bruh.
name? Sipo
Muchi Matters.
But he had a good run with that
I mean,
Microwave
he's a
Boys
comedian type of
shandies.
guy. He's a bit funny, but
No,
it's
but
like,
like, do you know what you could see definitely why? It's like how McChicho saw. It was a thing of he has background in broadcasting.
He's a good,
and he's also
good
kind of
ad-libber.
like, he's also free
Good
with his
co-host.
approach.
now the thing about
No, it's
Muchi
like
Matters is
free-
that he's only funny to girls, and I hate that. I hate people that are only funny to girls. You know what I mean?
You sound insecure. You sound like he's gonna take your girl.
Nah, it's just like
No, dog.
his
Niggas
comedy,
which don't
his
like
comedy
funny
was catered
niggas.
mostly to girls.
Niggas which don't like funny niggas or niggas that can dance.
you
I'm
think
like,
it's funny?
"Ah,
You think
boy."
it's funny?
For me, it's not funny. Dog,
Muchi Matters.
Dog, there's a lot I don't find funny.
But do you think he's funny?
What's that guy which you're talking to?
Who?
The one Revlon, powder. From that Murua Records.
Oh, he was on McG recently.
thing. What's his name again?
Pop-Ups.
Pop-Ups.
One funny ass nigga.
I don't find him that
You don't
funny.
find him Pop-Ups funny?
Nah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Pop-Ups.
actually, I
Lois
actually find him
Ogola,
funny,
I
I
barely
don't
find
lie.
him funny, dog.
Nah, Luis Ogola is not funny, but in Pop-Ups.
No, I find pop-ups funny,
Come
but
on,
not
man.
hilarious like how Rhea finds him. Rhea was laughing like, yes, I don't know what the fuck.
You're just talking about the ops. That's why
yeah,
you're
that's what
laughing
I'm talking
at.
about the ops. That's what, I think that was the nice. But in
But
fact,
like, there's a lot I don't find funny, dog.
I guess.
no, I
see,
fi- I
But
find
comedy is
them funny, no
subjective
lie.
though.
Yeah, you see, and it's always about relativity. And a lot of people in South Africa don't like,
Yeah.
like what's that lady's name?
Skumba.
Skumba.
Celeste.
Skumba, I don't find him funny.
Kumba is kasi funny, you know what I mean?
And
Like
that's
that-
funny.
that's
though.
Even
It's
if you
funny.
find, a
That's
joke in
funny as
it,
fuck.
it's not funny.
Yeah,
dog.
the kasi funny is really funny. I'm not gonna lie.
That's shit funny.
Yeah, because that's like the
Skumba-
amateur funny.
Skumba
That's
has-
just like grade 5
like, how
jokes.
can you say
No,
that about that
Skumba-
guy's mom?
Yeah.
Skumba has the potential of directing a dope ass show because his jokes, you need to be
So you
creative
think
enough.
he's a
and
good MC.
no producer, bro.
Oh, okay.
What about the
As far
guy
as
that owns...
as far as just like reenacting his jokes, I think you'd find it more funny.
Mm.
You get what I mean?
As a skit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like a
the
skit
Chappelle
type of
Show
guy.
type thing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Drewski.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the fat niggas are always
Like
funny though.
Offensive was like offensive was.
Offensive was, yeah.
Dog, it's always funny.
The fat
Dog, I
niggas
find
always
like
funny.
they
What the
have
fuck,
they
dog?
enjoy
Yeah.
they have the most laughter because you get the belly. You can see it shake when they laugh. You're like, I'm fun. This nigga is enjoying his life.
What
dog.
about what's that guy that owns Moringa Gin?
No,
What's his name again?
the guy which they shoot at Mashabela.
Mashabela.
No, I don't find him
he's
funny.
that Limpopo funny, ne?
Yeah,
He's that Limpopo
that's
funny
the
dog,
movie.
but
Like he'll make our parents
everything.
laugh.
Yeah, everything that people make jokes about sex, everything, dog. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's like your jokes mainly consist out of naughty jokes, like like positions and shit like that. Because I
You
always
think
hear
he's
whenever
that type of guy?
no, I've heard his stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Most of his stuff is like about like relationships and like my 2000s showing you flames in the bed and stuff like that.
Okay, let's not talk about comedian because I was about to.
Yeah, we went on a whole comedian tangent.
But I was just telling you like
you mentioned pop-up speller.
Okay, yeah, but I was going back to this whole thing. So sharp. So content, realness, nah. All-star guest, gone. What do you expect? What do you expect?
And you know you can't rely on interviews for too long. There's no platform on the South African internet.
They still do interviews? Okay, what happened to pop radio?
That was the interview place.
Like you can't keep that consistent, bro. We know that. Dog, even McG struggling to get interviews now, dog.
Yeah, okay.
Dog, like interviews, you can't rely on interviews, bro. He thought it was a set.
It's not that like, it's not that there's a lack of interviews.
It's just that people are scared to speak.
Nah,
people are scared to speak.
It's the industry right now. They wanna go to safe interviews where I ask you, which high school did you go to?
You don't think now everyone wants to just go to McG, dog?
Nah.
Who's going there? Recently,
anyone
been quiet,
who's not top 5.
Dog, have you seen everyone on Twitter, dog? 10. When you go to them podcasters, you must know your story. Because you're gonna take out files and you're going to incriminate yourself, dog. Everyone thinks when you come here, because how real it is, you're gonna incriminate yourself. But like, let's be honest, dog. Is it our fault that you're doing dodgy shit?
Exactly. Nah, dog. Also, if you're gonna do dodgy shit, you telling me you can't follow your mlomo?
Some people don't know.
We never ask.
All I gotta say to is,
shit, dog.
Really?
Dog, you know that
the problem is people are braggadocious in the industry. The people in front of the camera need people to know that they're man.
He put on an act.
All I gotta say is, so you spent 5 million. Where did you get it? You know, I just grabbed it from SARS. I told them I'll pay them back.
Hey, no, dog, look. You know when I saw, also it's them, dog. It's not McG, dog. It's not us.
Yeah, you doing it to yourself.
It's the actual artists because they feel like when they get on McG, they have to come with the story.
Yeah,
they have to come
files,
and spill beans. Remember when we hung with they had Benjamin's party?
Who?
With Marcus Harvey.
And
he said, yeah, I'm gonna come and talk shit. I'm also gonna
come
talk
was
shit.
Like, yeah.
After that, we were just like, why do you
just come be yourself,
we had to calm him down, you know what?
Just come be yourself. We don't want files. If you have files, cool.
Dog, tell us what you want, dog. Us, we're gonna ask you about your career.
Yeah, dog, those files, you'll drop it because you want to.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
and people gonna do that and then they're gonna go and blame Steph, Rhea, McG, and Sol and them. Dog,
interesting times on the internet, though, for podcasts.
Because, okay, so sharp. Content, realness, all-star guest.
Dog, and everything just crumbled down at podcast.
So now the slimes, just because Ms. Cosmo and them talked about Aries like 5 times, they act like they the ones which destroyed their careers.
No, you didn't.
And it's like, you know what? You know what kills me? Yo, this boy, we've been holding back. Yeah, man, but I'm thinking they want the smoke. And I said,
don't they talk
what
like
is the smoke? I'm like, look, what is the smoke?
What is he gonna do?
Okay, he's not gonna pull up a pistol on me because the real slimes are in US, not this ones. They must move the I and put an A, slimes, because they're lame, boys. And then
they arrested the real slimes.
And then guess what? I was like, is he talking about a smoking gun? Does he have ish on us? Okay, maybe. Okay, I haven't done like, you know. And after I'm thinking, the only thing they're talking about is that shit they smoke. And I was like, I don't want that. I don't want to smoke what you smoke to believe what you believe.
Oh, that's funny though.
I was like, hi, Poison, you're crazy. I'm like, okay. So like this guy, like it's crazy how people just like not have a life and just like...
Yeah, I mean, well done, Bukhali.
He gave you, dog.
He got his 2 seconds of fame, Mfana. I know. We've spoken about you for the last 30 minutes.
Mfana, it's time to build a profile, get a press kit.
Come out. You can start your own
podcast. Start your own podcast, reply to us. We've got you. You start a package it.
But for me, that's going to be my approach. Like with Twitter people, like I'm going to give you my number. If you really have that energy, FaceTime me. And I see your face. You see my face. You know what I mean?
Okay, what? Face to face, then what?
Yeah, then
we see, face off.
We see the energy. Where's the energy?
Swearing contest.
Where's the energy? Bring the, because I can bring the energy. Dog, I'm not scared of Twitter people, bruh. Honestly.
Nah, fair.
Yeah, no.
Can we? Yeah, me, I want to ask, where did the slime name come from?
They got it from YSL, obviously.
No, but here's my thing, right? I never knew there were slimes until I saw it, or I think you guys, I don't know what happened.
Oh, the first episode?
Yeah. I didn't know there were slimes.
Dog, you didn't know?
Because me, I know what a slime is, right?
You know, when they start like, like, you know, nigga, you in Joburg, a bit sled. Mfana, what are you doing? Have you seen that shit?
You know about sled, yeah. Sled even means slime, love all the time.
Sure.
You understand? Manje, where did they get slime.
Dog, they got it from YSL. We know it. It's cool. They can take it and run with it. It sounds
Also,
good.
so Reese also is just like, he's fine with the dog. He
Of
said,
course,
yeah,
dog.
y'all are my slime.
That's why I say he's held hostage by his own fan base, dog.
Yeah.
They
He
tell
choose the
him.
name.
Yeah,
He starts the fight.
They bully him.
They bully him.
Because
He
he
needs to
sometimes is
drop.
like, "Aye,
Dog, that's
guys."
why this guy doesn't drop music. Because it's like, oh, the pressure, dog, outside.
I think he drops too much because they are like, Reese, where's the music?
Dog, he took 2 years.
To drop
2 years to drop anything, dog. This
Yeah.
nigga was caught by slimes in chicken licking, dog. KFC. Fana, this nigga lost his appetite ever since then, dog.
Yeah,
He
they
does-
definitely bullied that, like, honestly. Sometimes that nigga just wants to chill.
And I think sometimes I feel sorry for him because I'm like, this same group of people which act like, which they misuse and abuse this group. Because, for example, NK, you love Reese, I love Reese. We all love Reese, we love his music.
Yeah.
But I can be the one that instigates all the fights because I have insecurities on my own.
Right.
So I use our love for the music to use it for the wrong reasons. Dog, why do you think, dog, people are saying, dog, when someone can say, Jay-Z drops a line on Ignorance, I forgot that song, Ignorant, something, in 2007, Aries drops the same line in 2002. Some nigga has the audacity to say Jay-Z was inspired by Aries. So Jay-Z has a time machine. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, sometimes they get delusional.
Think about
Jay-Z
it.
or Aries?
They said Jay-Z was inspired by
Who's
Aries.
got the time machine?
Jay-Z. So he came to 2002 to listen to Aries and say, damn, let me go back and put that line first. You see?
dog.
You see, you misleading the whole point of the group, the fan group.
Back in 2002. Dog.
I'm telling you, I'm saying, dog, they're misleading the whole congregation because what I've realized, slimes are like soldiers. They have to stick with the crew. They like, even if they're going down a rabbit hole of just like a big L, everyone needs to go
And
there.
they think that the numbers are gonna intimidate whoever they're facing. You know what I mean? Whoever they're going against. We're gonna
That's
come
why-
in numbers.
That's
we're
why I'm
gonna
going to
call
tag you
people. Yeah,
and I'm going to say shit about you so
Yeah.
everyone else can.
So everybody else can see and be like, oh, so it's this guy.
You get what
Not us, boys. Try another
Fana,
crew.
we have our own slimes, as you
Honestly.
said. Trust us. You'll get.
Yeah, we got our own slimes now, but yeah.
I know we don't have
even wanna
slimes.
say
Let's use another
Yeah,
name.
but
dog.
enough on this guy, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah.
On
sure.
that.
Hey,
We've
Jen,
given you a peace of mind.
Tell us about Basta, Jen. So do
The updates. Oh, Fana. So
What the potential?
interview.
Oh yeah, we're
So-
supposed to get it
such
from.
potential. This guy.
potential.
This is
Fana,
our
35,000 worth.
So that
of-
Maphorisa
this
guy.
is our the Tom Cruise story.
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Cruise. I talk.
Because
So,
yes,
so now I'm talking to this bro ne, on WhatsApp.
He reached out to you on the page.
No, he reached out on the page. Ne?
Yeah.
I didn't reply on the page because I already had somebody's number in the team.
Maphorisa.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, what's up? My nigga, yo, Black Steph, wanna get pasta. Same time when this whole story broke out and stuff like that. So they can understand the intention of the whole interview. We might wrap up your whole life story and inspiration, but we need to understand what's going on at 17 hours past 10. You see? So now he says, he takes a day or two, he says, when? I can see, oh, this is that arrogance of like, yeah, we on top.
We're
yeah.
hot. We
Yeah.
all over the country.
So I'm like, I humble myself. I'm like, yo, dog, we can do it on Sunday at 11.
or whenever you guys are free.
Whenever you're free, tell us your schedule. And then he says, yeah, 35K for a set. Did I not look at my phone like 3 times? I'm like,
You even give it back, Donna, because you're like, hey,
I turned it upside down and it still looked like 35. I went back,
English
I'm
is
like,
not that hard to comprehend, right?
I went back, I read my message. I'm like, did I say a set? I'm like, podcast. I'm like, okay, bro, but I said a podcast interview, right? So I don't know about the set. Then he's like, oh, sorry, my bad. He's not available. I'm like, so this guy is the only one, man.
And like that
Nah.
Maphorisa guy
No,
is his
let me
manager
tell
too.
you.
I don't know, dog.
Let me tell you, dog. You see when
they
you
connected
said
me with him.
we're gonna get pasta, ne?
Dog, what did I say to you?
And this is after last week, yeah.
Mm.
This is after last week.
After
In my
we
head, I'm like,
violated
yo,
him.
Yeah.
He's coming to tell us he's not 31, he's 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, see.
No, yeah. Thing is, we always violate pasta, dog. Honestly speaking, dog.
But we
Whether
love
you
his
don't,
music.
You don't.
I love his music.
We violate, like we
When he
talk down
steps-
on the things he does.
When he
But
steps
his music,
offside, but we
pick him up
yeah.
all the
Yeah, the
time.
music is too
You know,
much.
But so after last week, I was like, yo, okay, pasta, that's crazy. Maybe
That's
they
grown
saw-
of him.
Yeah, maybe he saw the podcast and he's like, nah, let me go clear the air. You know what I'm saying? And people have done that. They don't want to go to other podcasts. They just want to come here.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. It's believable. But in the back of my head, I'm like, don't be a stalk. Don't be gullible.
Those guys, they let people think whatever. They don't care.
I knew it.
Whatever.
And then when I saw the dog, I was shooting. It was today, right?
Yeah.
Dog, couldn't believe it. Opened my phone there. Yes.
You laughed.
36.
35.
35.
I can't expect it though.
But did you expect 35,000? Oh.
No, not that.
Did you expect
Did you
expect the booking fee, dog?
I expected the flaking.
The flaking, ne?
Yeah, dog. These niggas always flake, bro.
Yeah,
it's part of the game.
No lie.
Yeah, I know. But I understand, dog. They're in a position where they can make decisions, you know. They're the ones which...
And I knew that the person that you were speaking to on the DMs and shit, it wasn't him directly. He was just trying to finesse, like, to get press.
Oh.
That guy was just trying to get press.
That's what I said to you. That
was
even
just like, can you all post us, whatever we are doing, you know.
Dog, you know the other thing?
He was trying to, like, cop points through us.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is you must understand that, dog, if we have this kind of page, even though you are South African music, you don't run it. So don't ever think that you're in a position whereby I can go out on a limb on you and promote and all those things, which is something that people pay for, and then you don't like pull up for interviews.
Anything in return, yeah.
Nah, dog.
It's a value exchange.
Yeah, dog. You must understand. Also, you bring on a thingy with your story being told. One, you're documented for life. Your story's been told. Two, you're tapping into this market, because how can you expect us to post you and like not bring you on the pod?
Right.
We post whatever we like, but at the same time,
especially when you're like in the news and stuff. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like 1 + 1 = 2.
Like on the calculator earlier on, what I said.
Yeah, 1 + 1 = boobs, man.
Y'all niggas, what are you saying, dog? Yeah, but like I think I don't know, yo, dog. I feel like it's short, dog.
Yeah,
I think
it's
cool,
short, bro. Let's wrap it up, man.
It's fair.
But hey, dog, did you guys see those threats?
Which threats?
Don't you ever miss another week again.
Yo, they were so mad.
Yo,
dog.
And
they're so disrespectful.
Oh, we'll never miss another week again.
Yo,
never again, guys.
No.
How many times have you said that, though?
Oh, dog. R stands for what?
That
dog?
was wild.
R. Kelly stands for what?
R stands
Ray
for...
Kelly.
They're like, R stands for R. Kelly.
But they say you are Ray Kelly, bruh.
Yeah, but it was crazy to see all of that.
Yeah.
Interesting episode.
Shout out to everyone watching. Shout out.
I feel like we're ending it too early, dog.
Nah, dog, why do you always think that,
like,
bro?
I mean...
Dog, I feel like, dog, we just came here to talk about root slime, dog.
Come back, dog.
And that guy doesn't even deserve that breath.
Dog, did you even talk about Flvme, dog?
Oh, yeah, dog. Did you see Flvme reply to the video?
He did?
Yeah, he says,
Same.
y'all niggas, what do you say?
You won't do
y'all
shit,
niggas, stop lying to yourselves for real. You worse than the rapper cloud chasers. I'm like, that time you only started promoting your album after Kitini dissed you. Who's cloud chasing now?
Eish.
But anyway, dog, like
Flvme is not worth like.
But like, let's be honest, dog. Even himself, Flvme knows, like, dog, like
it's late.
Yeah. Like, and we're not lying, dog. Let's be honest, dog. Were we lying? Like, type you are lying if you are lying. If we're not lying, dog, it's on, like, we're just being straightforward, dog. When is the country gonna understand that, dog? Authenticity and being honestly yourself, dog, is the way to go forward, dog. Like, I was watching this other documentary on, like, not a talkie, but like a short things on like sports and like how TikTok is destroying broadcasting because no one is like, they're on their phones like Rhea right now. You know, they don't watch a whole 90-minute match.
How is that TikTok's fault?
Because you're always on your phone, and the most addictive things right now. Why you see how many apps are
competing with each other?
Not competing, but like are stealing TikTok's idea. There's real shorts, there's, you know, there's all those kind of things.
Yeah,
you get what I mean? Because of just the demand of TikTok.
But TikTok was made to be addictive though.
Yeah. So
the Chinese people knew that they were making it. So
this generation
so that you don't want to get out.
Would spend 2 hours, 3 hours on their phone and not spend 90 minutes on a match. So when that drops the what you call sponsorships, and that's 40% of what soccer teams make. Apparently 75% for Everton and like 60-something percent for another team, I forgot. So when that's dropping and everything, they said, okay, that will drop the amount of how much money they make, you know, ultimately, and all that kind of jazz. So like when I'm saying realness is the way forward, because that's where life is going. like where people can choose what they want to watch.
But it's been known for a while, like since the internet
Netflix
era, that like people don't really want to tune into ads. Like we avoid ads at all costs. We get that companies have to make their money.
No, but they would tune into an ad if it's on a pod on YouTube. You know what I mean? Because they know they can skip after 5 seconds.
Right.
I mean, I've seen so many people skipping ads on pods too, like.
No,
Unless they feel obligated
after 5 seconds.
That's exactly what I said. This nigga has really skipped my comment.
What about,
he skipped.
Wait, what about the live reads in the pod? You're there to skip that.
You can move the video forward.
So then what's the point though?
It's just to say it was there.
But if people didn't...
Because right now, if you see, YouTube has changed, dog. It shows the most viewed part on, with the big videos.
Yeah.
When you check, when you're scrolling...
It shows you the peak viewed.
Yeah, most peaked, most watched part. So you can literally determine where you want to go with it. Because they want to make it more convenient.
Because they know they're going to lose the customer if it's not flexible.
Yeah.
If it's not convenient for
Short
them.
attention span type of thing. I want to find out where the most information is being delivered. I want to find out where this guy say 1, 2, 3. That kind of thing. So that's where things are going. So if you are out here online, dog, where was I going with this?
I don't know how we got here because we're talking about Flvme, dog.
Yeah, we're talking about the realness, being real, and how the internet is changing, and how the community at large is also changing.
How does that have to do with, what does that have to do with Flvme, dog?
Flvme, we left Flvme long time ago.
So we touched on Flvme literally for 1 second, dog.
Dog, dog, because Flvme needed that response, 3 seconds response. Kitini, respond to Kitini, leave us alone.
Nah, but dog, didn't you see there on A-listers that he responded, dog?
With tweets?
No.
With the song? What was the song, see? Dog, dog, funny enough, dog, Kitini's response was bigger.
I'm not Kitini. I don't know what he says. I'm not a DOS. I don't know what Flvme groupies are called.
They're called DOS, Mlandos.
That's cool. Like, DOS,
that's actually
not slime.
Also, I wanted to also bring up DOS, dog, guys. DOS. We all love the bro.
Yeah.
He's talented.
Right.
But can we all talk about the fact that he's trying to, he's falling the trap of trying to push challenges for everything. The manga challenge, the Petit Scoop, Camel.
That one was
That one was a big L, that one.
Dog, but this woman still get entertained by these things.
They like that.
They be like, this guy can see we can give you 5 rounds. I was like, it got...
The fact that he has his top off.
Dog is like, you see when the petrol dropped from that thing, he was busy doing that video. I saw a comment, I'm busy. Because I went to check it, like, how are people responding to this? Say? Someone is like, it got personal once it started leaking. I'm like, hey, man, no. Hey. Dog, it's crazy.
A lot of these hands are just too horny for
Do you think he's trapping himself?
He's trapping himself thinking that he's only relevant if he has a dance challenge. And sometimes as you're an artist, dog, you need to leave the challenges for the audience. Let it be relatable to them. Let them consume it and put it in their own lives.
Do it organically.
I think he thought he was Robot Boy, dog. Robot Boy, every time.
Fine, okay. No. Robot Boy. Do you know what's the crazy thing about Robot Boy? It's because, when he markets that shit, I make sure he markets it. I've seen him doing it, we shoot the video now, goes and puts it online. Oh, dog.
Crazy.
I'm like, hey, man.
Dog. This new chapter. Can you even share it, dog? Can you share it?
That one? I can. Because I saw it from them.
You must remember, dog, Steph and Robert, they're like friends, so they try to compete with everything that they do. Like, can you do that challenge, and then they both do it at the same time.
And then they both shine it.
Because when they're sharing it, Hope and Robert, that video, I was sharing the video.
You're the one recording it.
Yeah, so I was looking at them when they're busy, just like, okay, we're gonna do this.
Plus, y'all are both dancers.
You see? So me, I'm looking at it, I'm like, what's this? I
see them when they're together.
Dog. This is Robot's no bro.
Legit.
Friendship, you stop.
Jiga on the dance floor.
Stop sign you.
It's bad. Y'all be sweating and shit.
But I'm not sweating like that.
But I've never seen Steph Juluga, dog.
I don't Juluga.
Steph gives you a quick 10 seconds, then he's out.
Dog.
You know what I mean?
Do you have pause, dog?
No, it's more of like, I just
sweat glands.
I hate that feeling of walking out and taking off your jacket. Like, you know that feeling, dog? You feel like, like this guy, people, three type of people which I just can never be. People that take off their shirts at Groove. the people that jump in the swimming pool at parties.
I think we do it too much.
You see? And then the people which randomly go in, like, just like cry in front of the DJs. Those three.
What about the ones that tip the DJs?
You see, if I'm
Those
making
are
that kind of
money.
coins, okay, sharp. You know, because last time Grootman was busy spending that Forex money on Devin Gogo. He was busy hoeing it on her face. Didn't you see that? People are like, oh, this is our money. Look at those scams, eh? Those licks just falling down, eh?
Just licking her hair.
Dog, busy drop. Dog, did you see what you was doing?
I didn't see.
100 rands.
Yeah, I saw
200.
that other video of that Pinky Han and the boyfriend throwing cash, and they were dragging him for throwing one note at a time.
Hey, but you gotta make that shit last, boy.
I'm not throwing 10 stinner like that, dog. I'll throw keeper.
Fine,
Think
about it, dog. How long? Okay, let's count. How long are you going to be able to throw 10,000? Like,
dog,
if you have 100
Why are
rands.
people doing that, bro?
dog,
People be doing that. Let's not fight.
I feel like that's the Nigerian thing.
No,
now
let's-
we're adopting
No,
Nigerian
it's
like
club
No,
culture.
that's world. It's a
club
world thing,
culture.
dog. Wherever you go, there is a place where they're throwing bands.
Strip club.
Anyway, dog.
Nah,
Nowadays they
not-
throw money on DJs,
Not
dog.
people fully dressed.
Yeah, they do throw money on Devin Gogo.
Dog,
So they think Devin
dog,
Gogo must strip.
they've been
Nah.
no.
Leave Focalistic out of this, boys.
I'm just
Rare
kidding.
anything. Rare would even like
I feel like he would Kibela.
yeah, even Kibela.
Kibela who?
Kibela Devin Gogo.
What
Like
does
you try
Kibela
to
mean?
shell her hair or
What does
something.
Kibela mean? Shall no.
You try to
nah.
slide in that
Yeah,
situation
Nah,
just to say,
dog, come on, bro.
just to
Like-
show her hair with
And
a
that's what he
sort of
means.
Bantu
That's what he
picture.
means when he says it's not over.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's
dog.
you see that's you see.
Dog, you know my type. Don't make me do this.
Nah, dog. You the thing is with you when you have this thing of you wanna prove a point and vengeance. I feel like you'd share sort of Bantu picture when you're done. Like,
Nah.
you know.
Nah.
So yeah,
you are
time-
Rare can share.
Yeah, no, like you know, and then send it to him
And
straight in the
At
DMs.
Letabo. Not at him. Not at Focalistic, at Letabo.
So what, dog? I was saying, dog. How long can you be throwing bands before?
Quite a while.
You're throwing it one by one.
One by one. But now if you throw the 10 stainer. Like the
Ah.
Migos. Have you seen the Migos in the club?
Fana, they're holding that money like this. I know. Dog, Migos doesn't touch Drake. This nigga spent $1 million in a club, strip club once.
That's insanity. Though. Let's not act like that's
They
cool.
were
dog.
cleaning the
I don't care how
cash,
much
dog.
money you have.
Like what's going on there, dog? There's some deal that's made.
So you think Drake
Dog, like
needs
dog,
Drake
you see,
needs to
even
pull up at the
guys
club?
in the clubs, dog. I was being told by my one homie, that the guys that be spending in the club, they make
Yeah.
a deal with the thing. A lot of them are doing fraud through the club, dog.
Of course, dog. There is money
They
laundering.
dance on it, yeah.
There
They dance
is
on it
money
from
laundering. It's-
mid-air, and then I come and I blow a certain amount, and I know that you're gonna just come and give me the.
Of
cash.
course, money laundering. That's why we've had a lot of stories with money laundering, drugs, all those kind of stuff.
Sure,
It happens.
sure.
But you think someone like Drake was gonna be laundering money for?
Okay, when you put it like that, obvious, dog.
1 million.
I'm gonna sound ridiculous like that, dog.
You get what I mean? Because once 1 million hits, everyone is like, okay, Drake was there. How much does Drake have? Because already their SARS is IRS or something like that.
Yeah.
There they start thinking, okay, is he paying his tax? Because if it's on the news, because now SARS just needs to look at you on social media, like,
And
oh,
just say, hey,
hey man, hey, I didn't see this guy take out. They didn't withdraw this one. Also, he's been going to shows. His bank has not been notified. He's making money.
dog, talking about this stuff, dog. You know, I didn't realize how. I always wondered how do people get caught, right?
Social media
Or
nowadays.
like avoiding tax evasion and all these things. Kanti, it's companies that you work with. Like let's say now SM, right? Obviously SM is gonna do all the tax things. But now me as Nkhaotic, as a company, if I don't declare, you guys declare every single time. Because you paid me.
Yeah, because
Obviously,
they
there's
have to
nothing
trap
you running
you.
away.
They have to trap. Okay, SM is not the problem. So
Yes,
now
no,
let's.
not- yes,
No. I'm saying they say SM is not the
Yes,
problem. Then they
SM
say,
not the
okay,
problem.
sharp.
SM
Send us
paid-
to
SM paid
Rhea, NK,
Nkhaotic.
and
And
Steph.
then when I go to Nkhaotic, I didn't declare anything. Dog, I didn't.
I'm never paying taxes, though.
Oh, wow.
Never. I'm never paying taxes. I'm
I
committed
Dog, you
to
already
that.
pay tax already.
Yeah,
VAT.
already.
VAT,
VAT,
yeah, not
dog.
income tax, not off my money.
But
When I'm
are you in a position where you're getting the income?
Oh, you know what I was
Yeah.
gonna say?
I don't know that.
But that's
I
coming.
don't
like
know
this
that.
now.
That's
That's low key. That's low key shit, my boy. I'm never
No,
paying
but
taxes,
okay,
dog.
where
Dog, I'm
does
never
it-
paying taxes.
where
I'm
does
never
income
paying
come from?
lawsuits. I'm never paying.
Where does income come from? A job. So you not do.
Have I ever had a job, me?
So you don't need to pay income tax.
That's because they can't find my name on anything, dog. I still get guap.
Dog, but you get guap through a way that doesn't need to be taxed.
That's my whole point. I'm never paying taxes. That's my whole point. I'm never paying taxes, dog. Dog, even this whole lawsuit shit.
Until you start earning an income and you have to.
I'm never. I'm telling you, dog. I'm forever.
Sometimes I look at Ray and I'm like, 3 months from now we'll be talking a
I'm
different
forever
story.
gonna be unemployed on the government's books. Forever. Until I'm done.
And then what? And then what are you doing with everything is music?
You can't trace that.
But you're gonna be employed by it.
But I won't take money out of it.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna keep the money in the company. There's no need to take it out. If I
And
take it out, they're not gonna come to me directly.
Come on, Ria, dog.
I'm telling you.
That's living a dream, bruh. Come on, dog.
Dog, you seriously think this is
yeah,
impossible?
dog.
Dog, you must remember I owe people money,
No,
dog.
Ria,
So I
Ria.
can't have shit to my name. I can't have nothing to my name.
She's saying the swindler thing. Yo, send money, there's trouble.
Yeah, that's what.
Dog, even when I'm buying properties and shit, I'm not gonna buy the shit of my name. Buying cars and all these things. Never.
So how is those people gonna buy it for you? How are they gonna get a hold of the money?
You can use a trust.
They can use a trust, but who opened the trust? And how
You
does
can
okay?
use-
So
yeah.
the trust, okay, Ria, the trust moves from point A to B. Point A, you don't have any attachment for tax, right? Point B is the trust.
Yeah.
But
I'm
why
gonna
would
have to find
why would
someone
it
that I
move-
trust.
Why would it?
You know what
He
I
says
mean?
he has to
You're
find
gonna
somebody
have to
he
find
trusts.
Yeah.
I'm saying, why would it move from point A to B without your involvement? Because you are literally you the
I'm gonna
conjunction.
eliminate myself out of it. Use a third party.
Come on, dog. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, this sounds like some Netflix shit, dog.
Yeah, this sounds like something they'll put in the documentary 10 years from now.
Dog,
Man.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm forever there's gonna be 0 rent to my name until I die. On the government's books.
Dog, you don't even have zero.
Until I die, dog. Eh?
Even right now, you don't. It's not zero.
It is 0.
No,
I know for
it's
sure.
It's not zero.
Dog, you don't know that there's people after me, dog.
Send money.
They're after
Enemies
me. dog.
after me.
There's people after me. Send
Ah,
money.
boy.
No, like legit, though. They come knocking, bruh.
Still.
Yeah, you're not playing.
What is still? That's
Salida.
what you must ask them. Gucci.
Salid. Come on.
guys.
Fetch the money if you can.
India last year.
Nah,
Catch me if you can.
that's
Dog, you know
years
your
in
best bet
Ghana.
is to do what?
What?
Fake your death. Change your ID. Or just literally just give them the money.
Ain't no faking. I'd much rather die.
Like just go on witness protection service, bro.
I'd much rather die than just give money. Straight up.
You know there's gonna be a time where that money is worth nothing. to
Yeah,
you.
dog, it's gonna be
Still.
It's pride now.
Yeah, the pettiness side of it.
And you know the biggest downfall for a lot of men is pride.
So you think that's gonna be the downfall?
Yeah.
It's not.
Dog, they can, you know when they build a case for you, when they shy you with a YSL case, where they build
Dog,
it for
you
10
know what
years.
you know what I believe?
They're like, no man, this boy has been living life, man. Aye, Baba, no. Now it's no more.
Yes, Reyes busy pushing.
Dog, it's like, nah.
As long as you can't
Now
trace
it's
it
no more
back to me.
personal for Ponang. Now it's just the South African national security
As long
issue.
as you can't trace it back to me.
Like,
dog,
how can this guy be doing this?
Dog, can I tell you something, bro? The rules of the world, dog. They were made by people not smarter than us, dog. You are just as smart as the people that made the rules.
Do you know what's the crazy thing?
Dog, there's people beating these rules on a daily basis.
Do you know what's the crazy thing? Every time that's what happens. When you beat the rule, they try to find another way to regulate you. That's why regulations keep on coming.
But I'm
New
just saying-
clauses,
With him
new nothing.
being so vocal about how he's going to
I'm just saying, never
bend
paying
to the
taxes.
rules.
I should change my Instagram name to never paying taxes.
No, dog.
I should put that on my bio. Never paying taxes.
Nah, change it to never paying.
Yeah, just never pay.
Nah, taxes too.
Nah, just
Nah,
never.
nigga, fuck ANC, nigga.
So ANC is the one which pays the tax.
Yeah?
And then
Fuck
when
all of
and then
them,
Jazzy-
Mfana. All of them, Mfana.
That's why we're saying say never paying.
Never
'Cause it
paying
covers
taxes.
everyone.
I guess. Dog, let's close now.
Yeah, no, I guess.
Honestly, bro. How long have you been going for?
Let me check.
I know we out though. From never paying taxes.
You should start a pod called Never Paying Taxes.
Yeah.
Just, you know what he should say? Every time he drops an
1 and
episode,
25. Chance, we used to go for almost 3 hours.
Dog,
What the
this guy
fuck
is
are we
trying
So
to
when
talking
we were
dog.
doing lists and shit, bruh.
about?
Yeah, but that time, the problem is, okay. Doc, what did you prepare today?
Me, prepare.
What question is that, dog?
Nah,
I said
How you
topic.
answered, like,
Topic. You see? That's why we don't go 3 hours, because everything. You get what I mean? It's like we come here to do 2 topics.
I feel like they're happy with that though.
No, they're not, dog. We get
Did you see
we
them
get
complain?
forgot, dog.
Eh?
Every week, dog. Some people like we need to be going for 2 hours. What's this thing you're doing?
Those ones are spoiled, dog. These guys are spoiled.
They should go and listen to Override Show.
Like, come on. And then I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying he does proper content and
You watch his
make
shit?
sure, yes, here and there. You know what I'm saying? Shares proper, you know,
Override-
everything that they want.
Dog,
Dog, you're
Go
such an
find it
early
there.
adopter, bro. You're
what?
willing to watch it with like 15 views, dog.
Yeah.
That's
have
early
you never watched
adoption.
Override
What's
stuff?
Ellie?
Early adoption.
Like early.
adoption.
Like you're willing to pick up on shit.
Have you
before
never
it
watched
actually blows up.
Override Show?
And you are too, Bongani.
Have you
Can
never
watch
watched
it with like
You know, if you only Bongani just came for his 50 rand, he doesn't want to talk. so have you ever watched Override Show though?
Nah, not really.
Have you watched Nkululekos? Yeah.
Of course, yeah. I was watching the one with Nota.
You know,
Because I fuck with Nota.
Nota and Override are not seeing eye to eye.
What? Why?
Mfana, they're
What
fucking
happened
each
there?
other.
Wait.
Dog, Nota just does
On the phone.
Yeah. But
Phone call?
No, DMs. So
Saying what?
saying that he won't make it and stuff like that.
Nota's the one telling Override.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's SA hip hop, you know. You get what I mean?
Override told you this.
Very
Like literally, like
He
we
showed
were-
you the messages.
we literally were talking, and then he's like, yo, bro, what is he doing now? What did I do? Then I'm like, what did you do? You know, and after seeing it, I'm like, what did you do?
Yeah.
Then I read,
And then he
dog.
shows you, he's like, here.
Yeah, then I'm like, dog, this is not his initiation. He's like, he brings you in his
He likes you,
ecosystem,
man. He
and then he
likes
fuckers
you.
you like, hey. And then when you,
But me was never like that.
dog,
Boy,
he
you're never
fucked you,
gonna
dog.
make it.
he fucked you. Dog. He fucked you too.
I mean, it was just like,
Every week, dog, let's say this week, he might just jiggle me
Yeah.
today. Tomorrow, he might jiggle
You
you.
must just stop.
That's how things are.
I would take offense to that.
Really?
What do you mean?
You did take offense,
Dude.
but you're cool now.
What
How?
do you mean, bruh? Because I told you, remember that time I showed y'all and you guys didn't see the
Yeah, dog, it's like,
comments.
I'm never gonna fold like Rhea.
Yeah.
Dog,
like,
you guys
just-
are talking about like scandal headline shit is popping off.
What do you
I'm just
mean?
talking about like
Dog, you
building
guys were
from the
not,
ground
you
up.
guys were not listening. Dog, you're not talking to each other for like 2 weeks straight.
Nah, but I fuck with La Vida Nota though. But that's crazy. He did that to Override, bro.
Yeah, but
Dog,
I was
I would
just
be
like-
crushed.
Nah, dog.
I would.
but-
So it's all about believing in yourself, though. It's like, you know what you're doing. Dog,
Well,
if somebody
he's
tells us,
probably more
dog, how many times have
motivated.
people told us we won't make it?
Nah, other people I get that, but not Nota.
Why? Because you hold him in a high regard. Does
dog.
Overrides hold him in a high regard?
I do value his opinion.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Dog, I value it when it makes sense. If you're about to tell me I'm not gonna make it, I'm not listening to you. My ears were shut down already.
So you do value it.
No, only when you're making sense.
You do.
No, I take, what do I always say about Nota? Take him with a grain of salt. That's what I do. I always weigh out what he means.
Yo, not even a pinch. Just a grain.
No. Take him with like a pound of salt. You have to take him with a lot of salt. But like, you know Nota, dog. Like literally, like he beat.
So
like
he was saying it's because he does SA hip hop content.
Nah, it's like something that's, I don't know if it was ongoing. It's like, but I feel like it goes back to SA hip hop. You know how Nota feels about SA hip hop. If you're sounding a certain way, dog, he doesn't like give you time of day. Like the way he talks about Nasty C, the way he talks about Aries, the way he talks about who else? Which other rapper there's not to talk about? The way he talks about just SA hip hop, which sounds like Atlanta.
Did you guys watch his podcast thing?
With who?
Who?
Yeah, what's the
With
name
Nkululeko.
again?
With who?
Dog, he's Nkuleko's assistant, isn't he?
Dog. Are they? Because I remember, but I see him a lot, dog. Is he
Yeah.
like involved?
I think he is.
But people thought he was involved with us.
Yeah. People just assume stuff. You were saying with who?
I think it's Fiesta Black.
Who's Fiesta Black now?
Shikupu.
The girl.
Shibangov. Aishukateka.
Shikuteke.
He's on a what with her?
He did that dissolving thing. Clearly.
Oh,
that's the girl.
Oh, that's the girl.
Oh, really?
Dog, why did they
And
move
yo,
McG though?
And no
Yeah,
lie,
apparently McG got, he didn't want to come to that show, but he was booked for that show.
I mean, like it was a good idea. Mara, for me, it was a bit cringy.
Did you go?
Dog. No, I don't.
You watched it on
Dog,
Mzansi
I'm gonna
A-listers?
go with one of y'all.
Dog, you watched it with Mzansi A-listers?
Yeah, I watched.
What is cringy about that?
Like, it was like he was trying to make her revisit her pain. Or all the fucked up
pain
things.
of-
Like
You
the
know.
her career.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I understand because maybe he's trying to bring light and he told her that, hey, you need to speak up. So
the
that
whole
the
conversation
next
was
Fiesta
centered
Black-
around.
Yeah, majority of it was
Fiesta
how you
Black
didn't-
or
how you didn't get these royalties. Why didn't you sign? How didn't you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but it was a bit cringy because it was like a bit too prying. Like, you know,
it was like he wanted her to reveal more when she wasn't in a comfortable position to reveal.
No,
or she didn't want to reveal.
So what
more.
was Saul doing there?
Clearly, he obviously spoke to her. Nah, I didn't see the Saul part. I only saw the one.
Nah,
Fiesta
dog, me
Black.
I mess with Saul, dog. He be going to anybody's things, dog.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Dope energy. You know, he's a crank guy. But back to Fiesta Black. It was just like I said, dog, it's like wanting someone to relive their trauma, dog.
Because you know South
Especially
Africa.
to that depth.
South Africa,
it's good content.
yeah, South Africa
Because
loves
you know what
knowing
I'm
that
saying.
somebody's traumatized more than them.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that's
yo,
true.
I
And-
blew it.
And I get it, and I get it. Maybe he's trying to educate the next Fiesta Black who's in Limpopo somewhere, and there's a Kanyani.
Is it
you know
me
what I'm
or
saying?
like podcasts pop off in Limpopo? Like every podcast ends up going back to Limpopo.
You think so?
I
Think
think,
about
I
all
think
the people,
Limpopo has a market where they really want to welcome people into it. You know what I mean?
Or is it because like the party life and the entertainment life is just it's
Starting out.
yeah, so that when everyone goes there from Jozi or PTA or Gauteng, it's like they're well welcomed.
Yeah. So I'm
Because everyone has their own thing going on. When you get there, it's like, don't sugela us, we have our own thing. Tiras running KZN.
yeah, true. Yeah, I think you're all right. They welcome because I think they know that we can't take their people. They know their people love dust. They love
Chicken dust.
But you have to go to dust, dog.
No, then, hey, dog, if you're not, dog, if
Then
you're not
all I see is those groups of them with black labels are doing this and it's smoke, boy. Like
They
you
like,
can't
you
see.
know what I'm saying? That's the type of group. Do you think those people that you see driving in the dust are gonna love driving that Kong on what's that other
At Konka.
Konka or conquering?
Conquering.
What's the other one now? They were News Cafe
Muja Cafe.
used to be in Santon.
Dog, you know these spots.
Next to
dog.
Taboo, dog.
Dog, you were
Taboo.
having these spots in high school.
Fana,
You don't know them.
Montana.
Dog, Montana. Dog, like, you think they're gonna enjoy there?
Nah,
With all
because
the LED lights and the color and the bus buckles.
Nah,
and-
let's be honest. It's dark
it's
there.
small. First of all, it's small for them to drive. Those guys moves need space, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but also the other thing, let's not take it back today.
It was
It's the
about these
fact
are
that
NK's
the
people,
energy,
dog.
the energy, the energy
He
in the
knows
club,
that,
dog. Dog, let's be honest. Anytime that you've entered the club, there's an atmosphere once you walk into it. It's just, if you're not used to it, it puts you off. Like,
Right, exactly.
It's a hierarchy of like who's the biggest baller.
right.
even
And then
Besides-
all the hosts flock to the biggest baller.
Besides-
You see, if you sober in a club, dog, you can really see how people think and operate. Like how the
Dog,
world
being
like
sober
sort
in a
of things,
club, you
dog.
feel out of place, dog.
me going to them. You know, my first time going to one was, I think, a Robot Boy gig.
At
Taboo.
least better.
At least, dog. I was
At
rolling with
least.
somebody which doesn't drink. So,
Yeah.
When-
What do you mean? Because you guys are in the same boat.
yeah, we're both shying sober-minded
Just
shit.
there, diving like you
Talking serious
diving
things.
like you dying
Business
on
proposals.
next.
Yeah, dog. After 2 liters of water, I'm finally
It's
gone.
lit.
So that was crazy, dog. Like, yo, hi.
Fede,
Hi.
I think that's that, man.
Yeah.
Now we
stretched it as far as it
Not
can
that
go.
we stretched it. I think it just came.
Now we
out,
can
that
stretch
one.
it some more. No, I'm kidding.
Ah,
No, let's stretch it some more. Let's talk about something else.
Nah, dog, I'm just joking.
Episode 55
Yeah.
on the Rare and Black Steph podcast.
Yeah, we'll be back next week.
We have our own slimes. Just know that.
Nah, we'll see the slimes next week.
No, dog. You know the crazy thing? Even their slimes know that what we're talking is true. They just need to cut out the problems, the ones which have issues, personal issues.